In this sport, you don't wait for judges to decide your fate. TenexToken puts you in control. Stake instantly, speculate discreetly, and keep your moves private. TenexToken. Play smart, play discreet. I just want to take us back to a couple of weeks ago, the very dull press conference that occurred in London with Ben and Eubank. I mean, these press conferences are like, it's almost like I'm not interested anymore of what Ben and Eubank have got to say to each other because of the side plots going on, especially with Mr. Hearn. But it was, I mean, you just, I'm sitting there and Eubank he's just box office gold, isn't he?
He's the best. Honestly, like, for years, like early, obviously, you were at these presses when he was there like a robot. His dad spoke and he didn't speak, he just looked one way. And all of a sudden, with the dad not gone, but obviously now Eubank being his own man, he's come out of this shell. To be fair, he's been like this for about 4 or 5 years, but now I think he's elite. He's almost like someone that's got the shackles off and has no fear of anyone. Like, fighters are kind of nervous about promoters and managers because obviously you say the wrong thing to the top promoter, you might not get a fight again, might not get a call. But he's so confident in himself that he is, as you say, box office and a draw, that even if you don't like him as a promoter, you've got to work with him because you know what he brings to the table. Like a Eubank fight, hence why he's being linked with Canelo. Like, Eubank doesn't deserve Canelo, if we're being brutally honest. But he's been linked with Canelo because you know he will sell it. People will turn up to either see him win or get chinned. And he's put himself in an incredible position. Like, he's fantastic. Honestly, I think he's fantastic. Even when he has a go at me, on the stage when I host the presses, I don't mind. I'm like, this is good. Like, I don't mind because I know it's going to go a bit viral. But he's the only person, and I've done a few of those presses, that handles Eddie. Like, Eddie's so smart with his words. He's so quick-witted. And Eubank just seems to be able to tie him in knots. Don't worry, I think he went a bit left with the ambulance stuff. You've got to be careful, that kind of stuff. But apart from that, I thought he was incredible. Incredible. Like, even Conor can't really... Like, Conor's just fed up with it because he knows he can't compete with that kind of wordsmith. I think he's sensei. I wish he was 30. Like, I wish we had 6 more years. I'm upset that he's, 36 now. So, no, it's not... You haven't got him for that much longer. I feel like he could have been so much bigger than he is. You know what I mean? Like, he could have been that pay-per-view star. I remember a fight card. AJ was on the card when he fought Spike O'Sullivan.
Oh, I was going to say Spike O'Sullivan.
It was AJ was main event, I think, wasn't it? Was he? Or have I got that wrong? But he was definitely...
No, AJ was on the same card, but I can't remember who AJ was fighting on that card.
And I remember, though, because they're around the same age, him and AJ, I remember thinking, oh, these are 2 superstars. Not one in AJ, but 2. And Eubank just didn't really kick on to become that pay-per-view monster, but I think he could have. I think people genuinely either love him or hate him, but you're going to tune in for him.
Again, per my conversation with Eddie Hearn on Sunday, asked him kind of what had kind of happened prior to steps being taken from Eubank's comments. He said it can be sorted out very easily if Eubank retracts his statement. I don't think that's going to come, do you?
It came last time. This time, no. I think Eubank's not going to, unless it's a big fee or like a massive fine that Eddie's trying to chase him with. If not, he ain't retracting anything. He doesn't care. Like, it's not Eddie I feel sorry for, it's Frank Smith. I mean, that dynamic is
That's a mad dynamic.
It's crazy, isn't it? Like, Eddie must be having a conversation with Frank, and Frank must be sitting next to his missus and have to go into another room because he knows I can't say this stuff in front of you. It's a mad dynamic. Crazy. But no, I think Eubank's fantastic. I really do. I think it's a great fight again. The first fight I was a bit like, why do you need to do it? But when the first fight does all those numbers and is that Rocky Balboa type fight, you're going to do it again. I would love to have seen Ben go down to 147 if he can make it. I know he's not made it for years, but he looks like he's not the biggest guy. But I'd love to, because I feel like Ben could. People might say I'm, too high on Ben, but I do think he could do Barrios, and I think he could do Rolly Romero. So I'm like, just go down, but the money's so big, you've got to fight Eubank. So hopefully, when this is done, Ben does make the 147 route, and Eubank gets his wish of Canelo, Hamza maybe, but someone.
Okay, just want to finish off by talking about, obviously, just a couple of weeks ago, this tragic passing away of Ricky Hatton. Ade, it was I don't really remember such a shocking moment in boxing in that way for quite some time. I know people have sadly passed away over the years. A lot of legends have passed over the years, and recently as well. But for us Brits, it seemed this one was very hard to take.
Yeah, I think that hit everyone very hard. Obviously, look, you've known him for years. You were his security. Yeah. So you've known him for years, so it would have hit you a lot harder than most. But even for me, when I got the message, when it came through, you know, nowadays, because social media is full of crap, you just don't know if it's true or not. So I'm like, it's not true, what are you talking about? And the reason I said to someone that ain't true is because I was with Darren Barker on the weekend, and Barker interviewed him a few days earlier. I remember asking Barker, just like a throwaway comment, how's Ricky? And he's like, oh, yeah, it's fine, he's on good form. Wait till you see the interview. So when that message came through, I was like, can't be true, because Barker said he's fine. He just spoke to him a few days ago. But everyone loves Ricky. Do you know what I mean? Like, we've just been speaking about a number of boxers so far in this interview, and a lot of them are kind of like, people either like him or don't like him. It's kind of mixed. Everyone loved Ricky Hatton because he was so relatable. Like, most superstars nowadays, you almost don't feel like you can even have a word with them or talk to them. Or you see them, you're like, can I go over to them? Ricky will come over to you. He'd have a joke, he'd have a conversation, he'd have a laugh. So yeah, I find it tragic and sad at the same time. And you know when it's sad because the outpouring of emotion from everyone. Like people that don't even follow boxing. Like, he supersedes sport. He was just like, almost like a lovable rogue. So I think, yeah, it's beyond tragic. It's very painful. I think it's going to be very painful for a lot of people for a long time. And I think the boxing community, although most times it's full of rubbish, we are a close-knit community. It's still quite a niche sport. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, so everyone knows everyone. Everyone sees everyone at events. And when you're talking to everyone, you realise how he kind of spoke and touched everyone. Do you know what I mean? Everyone had a conversation with Ricky.
Everyone's got a photo of Ricky. Everyone
posted a different photo.
But not just people in boxing, just like, like fans, just people. Everyone's got a moment with Ricky Hatton.
Yeah. Like, I saw my boy, do you know Flex that does the football?
Yeah.
He posted a photo. I was like, how do you know him? You know what I mean? I was like, how do you know him? So everyone's posted something. You know what it made me think? It just made me feel like I just got to check in on people a bit more. I don't know. I say that and then I maybe don't do it as much as I should because I feel like I'm so busy and running around. I never pick up the phone and what's going on, how you doing? And that kind of told me I've got to start doing it more. Because, look, obviously, the circumstances around how he passes has not been released. I'm not going to go into that, but we know he was battling his own demons, and we know he's been battling those demons for years. And although he is smiling, you never know what really is going on inside of people. So I think if anyone's going to take the smallest of lesson from this one, it's just checking on people. A phone call, a text, a WhatsApp, a voice note, whatever you got to do something. Because you never really know what people are going through.
Absolutely true words. Ade, listen, much appreciate your time. We got through it. Yeah. We weren't stopped, so
look a couple of times though.
Shout out the hotel manager. Now he's definitely looking. Do you want a fun fact about Flex?
Go on.
So Flex used to promote events at a nightclub that me and Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV used to own.
That is mental. You've been around.
2009.
How many jobs have you actually... Like, how many careers and lives have you had? Like, honestly, when I saw the photo with you and Ricky as the security, I forgot about that. I forgot all about that. That means you can handle yourself a bit. You always walk around
that's
like
a blag. No, that's a blag. That was a blag. That was Alfred. Yeah, I looked the part.
Yeah.
I looked the part. But Flex used to do some events, which in Luton actually, where me and Robbie had a club bathing in Luton. That's how I met Robbie. Actually, it's not how I met Robbie. I'd known Robbie for 9 years previous to that, but that's something we did. And Flex used to.
What was that you did? What did you do?
What?
You and Robbie.
No, I met Robbie in like 2000, so 25 years ago. But we had that. Okay. We did that as our thing.
Naughty or anything like that. You and Robbie.
No, of course not. No. Ade, thank you very much, and we look forward to a great event here in Lagos.
Fingers crossed. The weather looks like It could be whatever. But have you seen the stadium yet?
I've seen it. I've not actually
gone
been
to
there. No, I haven't yet.
Coog, I'm not joking. I'm not just saying this. Wait till you see it. You're going to be like, they've got more LED screens than I've ever seen in my life. Like, he's built this massive stage where I'm going to walk out on. All backlit is LED of all the fighters going off. Mate, he's got a walkway to the ring, like elevated walkway that takes you directly into the ring. He's got WrestleMania with it. I don't know how much he's spent on this, but he'd be hoping for a lot of ticket sales because this has cost so much. And again, I think that's why he's trying to do it. So like, first one in Nigeria, this is what we can do. You know, no point going to an arena which has got like basketball court lines on the floor. Yeah. I hate all that nonsense. He's going to try and go really big. I think it's stressing him out a little bit. I spoke to him this morning and I think he's a bit stressed, but welcome to boxing.
Welcome to boxing indeed. Ade, thank you very much for your time. I won't go into football talk on this one. Maybe we'll catch up on another one.
No, one second. What do you mean you won't go into football talk? We're top of the table. We're top of the table. You came to Anfield, we beat you. But I will say this though, it's going to be one hell of a race this season. You know who scares me a bit? City. No, I think City, Coogan. I think we've written them off so much. Yeah, let's be honest, they've got the best manager in the league still. I was going to say the world. I think Enrique is the best in the world, but they've still got the best manager. They've got the best forward. That's it though, actually, innit? I'm about to say they've got the best midfielder. Rodri ain't that guy anymore, is he?
I don't know. Listen, it's mad how people are talking about a title race after 6 games. I can't comprehend it. I can't. But
you know what? You could have been.
Yeah, 8 points. Yeah, we could have been.
Yeah,
so I suppose when you look at it like that, yes, but we're not. But 6 games to be talking about, because you know, really, until it gets to Christmas, like,
how many games did you lose last season? Do you remember? I think we both lost about 3, 4.
Yeah.
So therefore, that's how crazy it is, though. You can't lose. Like
we drew a hell of a lot of games last season. I think we drew like 12 or 13 games.
Going away to St James's Park, the Ferguson days, it's a good point. You can't even get a point anymore. Like going away to these teams like Old Trafford back in the day, or even you can't get a point. That's what Liverpool, that's what Man City have done, and that's why the pressure's on. Like you know, it's going to be a 90-point run again, so you can't afford to slip up. So you're right. It's only 6 games, but you can already see the table. Where are you? Third?
Second.
Palace are second, aren't they?
No. Palace are third.
Palace are second.
No.
And we're first. See, already then, after 6 games...
Palace were second before our game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there you go then. So after 6 games, you can already see how the table's looking. First and second. Goodbye.